Hey y'all, it's your girlfriend, Angel Sunshine, and I'm here today with a message because Spirit said you need to hear this. And whatever it is you need to hear, you know you can find that right here on my TikTok. Make sure you share, like, bookmark, let others know about the channel, tell them to come check me out. You never know who need to hear a healing message. You never know who life you could save just because you directed them to my TikTok. So I already pulled the cards for tonight. It's overall energy. Sorry about that. And the overall energy we have here for tonight is protected in karmic battles. I already said the other day that this is a year of the number 8. And the number 8 is all about strength. You know, being able to get through whatever it is you need to get through, finding balance and power and maturity from whatever this is that you go through. A lot of people look at problems and situations as things that's meant to block them when it's really not. These are things that are just there to teach you what not to do the next time around. People find themselves stuck in karmic battles, karmic cycles, because they don't heed the protected messages that they receive. I feel like when it comes down to love, you have found yourself in going in a circle over and over and over and over again. You find yourself dealing with the same type of people in different bodies. And I had somebody comment that on one of my lives. And I was explaining to her that until you learn how to face whatever it is that you're running from, you're going to continue to run into the same spirit, but in a different body. And if God is trying to tell you go left, you need to go left. Don't ignore what you hear just because of what you feel. Do not ignore what you hear because of what you feel. So let's dig into this reading and let's see what the messages is for these two cards tonight. Why's protected here for the collective spirit? We have, if it's your calling, and I just said that to y'all. Thank you, Spirit. If it is your calling, it will keep calling you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just said that. If you keep going in the circle, round and round and round, not learning your lesson, you're going to keep putting yourself in the same situations over and over and over and over again. Whether it be with love, whether it be with your family, whether it be with yourself. You have to face whatever this is that you're trying to run from. And you have to understand that whatever this is that you're about to face, you protect it. Trying to run from it is not going to quiet the voice down. It's not going to stop the battle from happening. These things are still going to happen. We have no control over these type of things. We have no control of the ebb and flow of life. What we do have control over is how we move ourselves. So if it's your calling, it will keep calling you. In other words, you can have a generational wound that you have no idea about. And you find yourself in a codependent relationship, whether it's a friendship or a regular relationship. And you know that you're not being treated the way you're supposed to be treated, but you still choose to stay. Not putting yourself first. Not listening to the voice that's telling you, I think you need to walk away. I think you need to leave this situation alone. I think you need to give this to God. And I'm not saying just walking away physically, but I'm talking about walking away spiritually. Because it's the spirit that we are left with when we depart from certain people. Yeah, you may break up with somebody, but there's still feelings there that's lingering around. There's still emotions there that's lingering around. And if you don't face these emotions, if you just try to sweep it under the rug and pretend that it's not there, it's going to follow you for the rest of your life. It's going to mess up every relationship you choose to get in because you did not choose to face something that you could have faced 10, 20 years ago. So the more you try to run from something, is the more it's going to chase you down harder. The more it's going to call you. The more you try to act like you don't hear that you need to heal, is the more situations going to come in that's going to force you to heal. Can I get more on protective spirit? So whatever this is, that spirit is trying to bring to your attention is that the fact that you don't have boundaries. And this is what gets you in certain situations. If you don't have boundaries with people, it doesn't matter who it is. They will walk all over you. I'm not going to pretend that they're not going to walk all over you. They will walk all over you. So you yourself will be putting yourself into a karmic cycle, which will soon turn into a karmic battle. And when I say karmic battle, I'm talking about when you at home at night laying down in bed thinking about how you got backstabbed, how you got betrayed, how you got your heart broken. This card say no person could fill the void of not loving you. You have to love yourself you have to love yourself enough to know, listen, I got to set boundaries with this person even if it hurts me. Because if I don't set boundaries, I'm going to find myself in a karmic battle that I don't even have to be in. And a lot of people, and this is real truth, this is real shit. A lot of people is so quick to blame things on the enemy or the devil. See, you got to know when it's the devil and when it's yourself blocking you. See, everything can't be blamed on the devil. And I'm not saying I worship the devil because I'm not into all of that stuff. But people always tend to say, oh, it's that damn devil, or, God, why is this happening to me? No, why did you do that to yourself? So once you get more in tune with who you are, when the enemy do send his sneaky tactics, which he is sending, but you not listening to the guidance that is being sent out to you from the Holy Spirit. So the guidance that's being sent out is you don't have boundaries. You have guilt wounds. So something could have happened to you as a child where you were felt like you was guilty for something, for doing something. Maybe you could have been doing something. Maybe you was different. I don't know. But whatever this was that happened to you as a child, it left you with guilt wounds. And because of that guilt wound, you inhabited no boundaries. Because you always feel guilty about this. You always feel guilty about that. You always feel guilty about stuff that you have no business even feeling guilty about. Are you feeling guilty about yourself? Are you feeling guilty about the fact that you are not putting yourself first, not loving yourself enough to say, you know what? I have to walk away from this. I have to. And God will give you signs. He'll try to tell you, listen, I think you should move away. But the moment you choose not to listen and move away is when you're going to find yourself in a cycle over and over and over, trying to find somebody to fill this void that nobody but yourself can truly fill. You feel me? So putting yourself in a karmic battle is just pointless. You are doing this to yourself. Nobody is doing this to you. And this is the truth. And the only reason why I could say this to you is because I have put myself in karmic battles. I have put myself in karmic cycles. I have put myself in things I didn't even have to be in. Because I'm listening to my ego. Or I'm deciding that, no, I wanted to go this way. No, if God is telling you to move, it's for your protection. It's not for you to say no. But see, that be the thing too. A lot of people don't know their own voice from God's voice. Why karmic battles here? It say you became so damaged that when someone tries to give you what you deserve, you push it away. And that's what I'm saying. When God do decide to send somebody in for you, you're going to push them away because of what happened to you 10 years ago. What happened to you 20 years ago. And you didn't learn the lesson. Instead, you held on to the guilt. And instead, it taught you no boundaries. And now you finding yourself in certain situations where you just giving more than you got to give to yourself. You don't have to be ashamed of the things you did or the things that you allowed once you realize that you didn't have boundaries. It's all right. Once you realize that you need to set boundaries and you letting this person walk all over you, then you pick yourself back up and you start again. We have grow up. We have great-great-grandmother. We have dad and we have ancestors. So Spirit is saying even in your karmic battles,